Gotta do the stretching. Did you know that all the meats goes to the legs? It's a known thing. What's up, guys? We're back, and I'm at Texas Roadhouse. I've never been here before, and we're going to try all of the meats and margaritas. We're going to just demolish the menu. I'm really excited. Pray for me a little bit, just a little bit. Oh my Jesus, Mary and Joseph. This looks beautiful. We have to start with the Sangria Margarita. Look at that beautiful color going on there. This is a Patron kicker. You're only allowed to get one kicker per drink. You can either just put it into the drink, or if you're like me, you're just gonna take it like a test tube shot. I do not recommend you do this, and you're not supposed to, but I'm a terrible person, so just let me be terrible for like one moment in my life. The tequila from here is like room temp, and then down here is frozen. I love when my tequila is cold, but I'm already not prepared for today. I'm gonna pour the rest in. If you haven't seen me do Buffalo Wild Wings, you know I'm not about to do some mild, medium. I'm gonna do the hot stuff. I'm crying in a Buffalo Wild Wing. Please pray for me in this moment. That's a good heat. You think you're safe, and when you think you're safe, then it comes back and bites you. I approve of that. We have to calm down. We're literally on item 3, and we're already losing our This is not a sharing size. They're basically like spicy fried cheese balls. If you've ever had a mozzarella stick, this is going to be much better than that. Confirmed. This is one of the things that they're known for, and there's an obvious reason why. I'm gonna say kick probably a million times in this video. Like drink every time I say kick, but it has a really good kick to it. Drink. It's a pretty girl. But this is really cute. Look at that ombre. It's a delicate strawberry lemonade. You could totally make this alcoholic. I know you were wondering. By the name, you would be like, am I about to eat a cactus? Of course not. It's a Texas-sized onion. Our onion's really this big, the size of my face. You literally just get to pick it up like that. You don't have to fight it. This is a game. When I eat this, I'm just playing with it. This is a fun one for the whole table because everyone can get in on different sides. I love that. This is my first Texas Roadhouse fresh baked bread. They have an actual baker on site at all of the restaurants. Everything should have this much butter on it. Oh my God. You need a moment with just the bread and meat. This is so pillowy. If it wasn't doused in butter, you could sleep on it. I hope the butter comes on every single menu item on here. But I'm literally wearing a butter t-shirt right now, so I think this is appropriate. I want all of my meats and seafoods drenched in this. Oh my God, this is not legal, whatever's in here. It's 100% the butter. I would bathe in this butter. My doctor will hate me tomorrow if I eat all this. Pickle chips are beautiful. Far superior to potato chips. They have the breading to pickle ratio. Very correct. How many more rounds do we have? Like 4? 5? 4. I don't want this round to be over. I want that butter, I want that shrimp. I want that for the rest of my life. And I want the rattlesnake bites, and I want the pickle chips. I want all 3 of these at all times. I want them delivered to my room on Christmas. Oh my God, we're keeping this. What is this one? This is Kenny's cooler, and we know that the kicker is rum on this one. I'm gonna pour it in though. This won't go back in. Look. It literally is telling me to finish the drink. I'm gonna put it in this one. That's very dangerous. If I had to choose it between the two, I would choose Sangria Margarita over this one, only because I like tequila more than I like rum. We're doing the Smokehouse Burger, which is extremely piled on. Onion, cheese, mushrooms, tomato, it has everything. You can taste the onions, the grilled onions and the mushrooms on this one. It's like a barbecue sauce, so it has that sweetness to it. Sweet and meaty, yummy. I actually order pulled pork sandwiches pretty frequently. What you have to do is taste the pulled pork without the bread. These are huge. And this is like big, thick, chunky cut for meat. Perfectly sweet and tangy for the pulled pork. Put extra coleslaw on top. Perfect. This is the mushroom jack chicken sandwich. So we have some of the jack cheese in there, a bunch of mushrooms, a huge chunk of chicken, and a cute little bun. Oh my God, this is chicken breast can be really, really like dry. This one's very moist. We're doing a steak filet salad, and there's bacon bits in here as well. So you get your bacon and your steak and your croutons. We did a blue cheese dressing. I'm really happy with this bite. This might be a salad I actually enjoy. I hate chewing my food, And I love when steak is able to kind of melt in your mouth. We are finishing this round with a chicken Caesar salad. Let's see. I would choose this salad over this salad if I was ordering one. But this one's better for sharing because you each get like different pieces. But the steak in this one is so good. How is chicken supposed to compete with steak? How are they supposed to compete? I am so ready for the meats. We need to move on. I'm gonna keep this drink though. Oh my God. This steak is bigger than my face. We are so in over our heads. I'm so overwhelmed. It looks like it's gonna be a little tiny thing because kicker to me means like here, but look, it just like keeps on going. I would actually celebrate my birthday here if just everyone gets a kicker. In my test tube, it goes, you're your own mixologist. I'm like, wow, I really was a part of the process. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if that's grapefruit, but it tastes like grapefruit. I would order the Hurricane Margarita over this one. I'm sorry, Kenny. I love you, still, keep making music. But this has to go a little bit farther away from me. We have an 8-ounce Dallas filet. That's how I like it. I don't like to chew. I don't want to work too hard for my meat. Buttery. It just dissolves in your mouth like that. That's nice. This is like a date night thing. If I could learn how to make this at home. Wow. It doesn't even need sauce or any like seasoning really. It's very minimal and that's all you need. It's perfect on its own. I've seen a lot of roadkill in my days and it doesn't look this good. This is Monterey Jack cheese. We got mushrooms and onions and everything just smothered on top of this. This looks insane. Oh my God. Roadkill. What a name for something. It's offensive that they call it roadkill because it's very good. By the name, you'd be like, disgusting, and you try it and you're like, no, disgustingly amazing. I'm single, men. Marry me. I eat roadkill. This is so good. This behemoth of a steak looks like it's like a dinosaur. This thing is heavy. You put it down on the table as a server, you're like, here's your meal. If I ever tried to make this at home myself, it would never look like this. This is really easy to cut into. At what point are the meat sweats going to become too much that I take off this denim shirt? That is the question. I sweat from like here and down. Like if I'm super nervous or anything, it's just like flood. I like this cut more than this one. It's like softer and more tendery and buttery. You know, sweet potatoes and yams are the same thing. I'm gonna fact check myself and it's gonna be like a little ding like right here. I'll be like, ding, Julia's right. When I first started saying it, I was 90% confident. And now I'm thinking about it more and now I'm 80% confident. That's pretty high up for me. Here we go. So perfect, it's so perfectly sweet. And then the marshmallow, if you get it golden and toasty, it's like almost a little crunchy. I would order the steak just for the sweet potato. That's how good that is. The marshmallow came back. I like didn't burp fully. Did like a half burp and sat there and then just lingered. I think I'm fine. That was weird. Still would eat it. Still would order, even though I'm confused with what my body's doing right now. So we're taking a break from the steak so I can have this chili, which has some beautiful diced red onions and some cheddar cheese. Oh my God. Wow. I don't know how I'm putting that in my mouth. That was not a good, let's try again. Surprisingly, a little bit sweeter than I would expect for a chili. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, Sweeter, but then has a kick when you eat a second bite, it lingers. I said kick again, didn't I? This is actually like a weapon, just having these sit here. I could just like lodge them. Also, another fun fact, they have a butcher here and they work in the cooler thing and they like work in the freezing cold and they just like cut up all the meat. You can ask for pretty much any size steak that you want within reason. Don't be crazy about it. So you could come in and be like 28 ounces and they'll do it for you. I thought that was cool. We are currently in New York, so this should be really good. I like this baby boy. He's cute. I am not mentally prepared for any of this. The bacon bits on this are homemade, and that's a lot of cheese. Some of those pieces of cheddar cheese are probably longer than my actual hair. How do you even shred it like that? Oh, wow. I love those bacon bits. Oh my God. It's a perfect amount of salty and cheesy. You could just sit there in your sweatpants and just eat a whole, like, I'm imagining it's like a tub. I'm like, where's my kicker? I need my kicker. I'm like losing steam at this point. Smother like your mother, but not. Looks like it's really nicely grilled. Some mushroom, some onion. That's a pretty nice plate. Thank God it's not summer anymore, you know what I mean? My entire cheek is full. Wash it down. I'm fighting this. Oh my God. That did not go down nicely, but the onion is actually a little bit on the sweeter side with the sauce on it. Favorite steak here. It's a tie between these two, the New York steak and then the filet. That roadkill is so amazing. I like that it's just on its own. It's an independent meat woman. I like that as steak. We are in round 4 of 5. And when I just keep thinking the meat is gonna go away and we'll get to desserts, it doesn't go away. There's actually more of it now. There's enough ribs on here to be my actual human ribs. Do you see how big that is? It's the size of my hand. It's gonna be the messiest thing I eat, and I'm saving it for last. You don't get to watch me have messy hands for the entire round. That doesn't seem fair for me. We're gonna start with the herb-crusted chicken here. Very golden. And it comes with the lemon that's actually been grilled, and you can just take that sauce and put it on top. It's kind of in the shape of a heart right now, don't you think? Like a cute little chicken heart. It's not actual chicken heart, but shaped like a heart. Out of all the things here, I have lower expectations for chicken usually. I think I have higher expectations for the ribs and steak. Perfect. Zestiness and moistness. If you're familiar with a typical lit, it's 5 different types of liquor all mixed together, and somehow it tastes totally fine. This one's all whiskey in it instead. There's a reason this one doesn't come with a kicker. It doesn't need a kicker. The drink itself is the kicker. We're trying their loaded fries, which is their cheddar cheese, not their Monterey Jack cheese. It tastes like a tailgate. It tastes like you're watching a game and you're hanging out. Chicken critters, not fritters. With the name Chicken Critters and Roadkill, Texas Roadhouse, I see what you're trying to do to me. Are we saying it's a critter because the shape of it looks like an insect leg? I could see that. Yeah, it's like little spider legs in a chicken critter form. Oh, that's juicy. When I was a kid, chicken tenders didn't taste like this. I'm just mad I'm not a child anymore because this is like the good shit now. They put that really good butter that we had in the bread inside the sweet potato, and then they put brown sugar on it, which I'm pretty sure counts as a dessert and no longer a side or a vegetable. That's a game changer. Wow. Oh yeah. Still so strong. We have country fried chicken here, slathered in a blanket of white gravy. I love white gravy, and I love fried chicken, especially when it's hammered flat like this. Oh my God. Barbecue chicken, slathered in some saucy sauce. My body's like, stop, just stop doing this. I'm gonna pass out in the Uber, and I'm so sorry, and I'm gonna snore so hard tonight, I can already tell. I've had so much meat. Fun fact, 44% of the menu here is meat. I don't think it has any sauce on it, or barely any, and it doesn't need it. You can't really even see the seasoning, which means it's just really flavorful meat. We need to acknowledge the hot girl in the room right now, these ribs. Just have a moment of silence. I'm gonna get it all over myself. Oh my God. My dad, the only dating advice he gave me since I was a kid was, don't go on a first date and eat ribs, because if you do, it's the messiest thing and it gets all in your teeth and everything. But if you choose to go on your first date and you do eat ribs, then they're a keeper, because anyone who could put up with someone when they look like this is a winner. Oh my God. Oh, look at that. That just fell off the bone like that. I'm gonna need a few moments with me and this ribs. We need to have an intimate discussion. Is that it? Oh, no. We meet again. There's peach and pineapple and OJ, and it comes with a kicker of, pretty sure that's Malibu. Oh, no. Let's put that in there. We were already on a downward spiral at this point, and it's just going farther down. Just to the last drop. Let's do it. There we go. We know how I feel about salmon. It's one of my favorites. This one looks like it's pretty simple, which I like. Doesn't need a bunch of sauce or anything on it. It tastes like super fresh. This is one I could eat all the time. Genuinely tastes healthy. This is actually 6 ounces of steak, but look how large it is. That looks larger. It's just flattened, like beaten out. So it's super, super thin and super crispy, and it's deep fried. This is so crunchy. That is something I would order if I ever committed a crime and was on death row. I would definitely eat this as my last meal. I love the brown gravy, but I need to try the white gravy and the mashed potatoes over here. Birthdays. This place is a party. There's like kickers, there's brown gravy, there's white gravy, there's people singing. The white gravy tastes like breakfast to me and is super heavy. I like the brown gravy because it's a little bit tangier. This is awesome. There's a party happening and I'm not invited. We're gonna say yeehaw. Yeehaw! It's really sad that I'm sitting here alone and not at this birthday party right now. I would be so much fun. What I like about Catfish is that it's super light, easy to break apart. It's almost like flaky. All it needs usually is just a little bit of lemon. And we have a saucy sauce over here that apparently is homemade. Here we go. Light, perfect, melty, just melts away in your mouth. What I think it looks like is a candy cane or a swan's neck when a swan is like, it looks like a swan's neck. It's like a flirty swan. We have our pork chops here, and we have our applesauce, and we have our gravy. I'm gonna smother it in the gravy first. Yeah, that brown gravy is like perfect amount of peppery. Peppery and savory and tangy. I like the gravy a lot. Applesauce. It's such a strange combo. I don't get it though. Yeah, just stick with the gravy. I'm loving this pork chop. I'm loving this gravy to dip it in. I would dip many things into this, but I think I need something a little sweet to break up the savory. Thank God we have a big ol' brownie. When you eat here, you don't really make it to dessert, ever. And if you make it to dessert, they're just like, they stare at you and they're like, are you sure? We're done. We're almost there. It tastes like these brownies we used to get in the lunchroom. It tastes like an old-fashioned brownie. I'm 110% sure I'm not finishing any of this. I need to bring it back to the Delish offices stat and fall into a deep, deep slumber. I'm taking my peanuts and I'm getting out of here. So if I don't excuse myself, they will excuse me.